Okay, it's Sean from the Wetsuit Centre, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Neill Ladies Dlux 5.3 Winter Wetsuit for 2010. Always a really good seller, sells out the quickest of the ladies' wetsuits, and the reason for that is really well priced. It's a mid-range wetsuit, and what we mean by that, it's got a lot of top-end features, which I'll show you on the inside of the wetsuit and the outside in a moment, but for a really good price. Start off with the wetsuit. At the front here, you've got this chest panel, and it's smooth skin on the front, which actually means that no wind can penetrate the wetsuit. So on those bitterly cold winter's days with those northerly winds running, none of that wind's going to get through onto your chest. And more importantly, no wind's going to get through onto your kidneys or onto the rest of your back because it's all smooth skin here. You'll also notice all this liquid taping on the outside on here. And the reason for that is it stops any water penetrating any of the seams on the wetsuit. However, this is a glued and blind stitch wetsuit anyway, and then it's double sealed, so they sew it over again. They're minimising any chance of any water ever getting through any of these seams, which it doesn't, it's not going to. What handily it will do though is it will stretch. So this liquid taping will stretch as well, and it stretches with your body. The stretchier the wetsuit actually is, the better it will fit your body and the warmer you're going to be, because you get a really good fit. Looking again at the outside of the wetsuit here, it's shiny material, really soft to the touch, and it's actually designed that when it's on your neck and your neck's moving around, you see it actually looks like skin, bizarrely enough. But when it's moving around, what it's not going to do is create any nasty rashes around your neck, which you used to get with wetsuits back in the day. It's got a nice little key pocket down the bottom here. Again, most keys nowadays are electronic, so don't put your electronic key in there, but you might want to put your house key in there. Who knows? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the wetsuit inside out, give a nice look inside, and I'll show you some of the features inside the wetsuit. As if by magic, the wetsuit's now inside out. Just draw to your attention, this is quite a nifty feature. This is the back of the wetsuit, and obviously where the zip is on the wetsuit. You see that piece of material here? What it's actually doing is, if you imagine, this is the inside, this is where your back is, so there's actually no way, or minimises the amount of water that can get through any of the zip part here. However, it's not going to do that. It's what's called an interlocking zip, so all these little chunks here interlock with the next one, on the other side, and it stops any water getting through there as well. So the whole idea is obviously to keep you as humanly warm as possible, which is what the wetsuit's trying to do. On some of the critical areas, bearing in mind this is back of the suit again, you'll notice they've also put the liquid sealing on the inside as well. Really nifty feature. That used to only be on top-end wetsuits, i.e. over £200, but now it's brought into pretty much the mid-range wetsuits are as good as they used to be at top end. Here, this grey material here is what's called Firewall. It's O'Neill's patented thermal material. It's a polypro material. What it actually means in real terms is it's almost like having thermal underwear inside your wetsuit. So again, the idea is keeping you as toasty as possible. And you'll also notice the liquid taping again is on the inside of the wetsuit here. So these critical tape points here. That essentially is the Neill Ladies Dlux for winter 2010. I'm sure you agree it's a very, very good ladies' winter wetsuit.